Skai Jackson's pregnancy announcement was supposed to be a moment of joy, an exciting new chapter for the Disney star. But what followed was a nightmare straight out of a soap opera. Within hours of confirming the big news, Skai's baby daddy, Yari, went from being her biggest supporter to her worst nightmare. Instead of celebrating the pregnancy, he quickly became the center of a storm. His shady past, criminal record, and explosive social media rants putting Skai's personal life on full display. But this isn't just a tale of a messy breakup. It's a saga of betrayal, public humiliation, and a rapidly unraveling relationship that has everyone talking. Hold on tight, because this story is far from over. Just hours after Skai's pregnancy announcement, the truth about Yari's past began to surface, and it was nothing short of a bombshell. Videos surfaced revealing his criminal history along with his messy relationships, including multiple baby mamas and 3 kids. But that was just the tip of the iceberg. As if being exposed wasn't bad enough, Yari's true character started to show through his actions. He took to social media, publicly trash-talking Skai, and even went as far as to call her derogatory names while claiming he never wanted to have a child with her in the first place. The world was watching, and his every move seemed to dig him deeper into a hole he couldn't escape. As the drama escalated, Yari's behavior only got worse. After trashing Skai on Facebook, he couldn't seem to help himself. He jumped into the DMs of anyone reposting his insults, trying to defend his actions while digging himself into a deeper hole. One of his targets, a woman named Kyra Jana, shared a post calling out Skai for sticking with Yari, even after everything that had gone down. In retaliation, Yari slid into her DMs to call her nasty and insult her appearance, all while continuing to drag Skai. But that wasn't enough. Skai's best friend, Sydney Angela, had had enough of Yari's antics. She took to social media to defend Skai. Putting it plainly, Skai didn't need anyone to pile on while she was going through one of the most vulnerable times of her life. As the online battles raged on, it became clear that Skai's personal life was spiraling out of control in the court of public opinion. But just when it seemed like the situation couldn't get worse, Skai tried to smooth things over by claiming Yari's Facebook had been hacked, an excuse that only seemed to fuel the fire. Fans weren't buying it, and Yari's own actions made it clear that he wasn't the victim in this scenario. It was only a matter of time before the full extent of his messiness would come crashing down. But just when things seemed to reach their peak, a new twist turned this entire saga upside down. Yari's drama took an even darker turn when a man came forward, claiming to be his lover. This man dropped a bombshell, revealing that he and Yari had been secretly seeing each other for some time. According to him, this is why Yari had treated Skai so poorly, because he wasn't interested in women at all. The man went on to say that Yari had been using women like Skai as a cover for his true identity and desires. The lover even claimed that Yari had a specific type. He preferred chubby men and was living a double life that Skai knew nothing about. With these shocking allegations out in the open, the internet went wild, questioning everything about Yari's relationships and motivations. People who had once supported him now started to reconsider their views, wondering if this could explain why Yari had been so volatile in his interactions with Skai. To make matters worse, the man teased that he had receipts, photos, and videos to back up his claims, leaving the world waiting on tenterhooks for more revelations. This was no longer just a messy breakup. It had evolved into a full-blown scandal that was unraveling at lightning speed. As the drama continued to unfold, the universe had a way of delivering some much-needed karma to Yari. After all the public trash-talking, disrespect, and scandalous claims, the day of reckoning arrived, and it couldn't have been more fitting. Less than 24 hours after Yari's disgraceful comments about Cameron Boyce, a live stream showed him being arrested. The details of his arrest were murky, but the timing couldn't have been more poetic. The same man who had trashed Skai, mocked a deceased celebrity, and let his ego get the best of him, was now facing the consequences of his reckless behavior. The arrest wasn't the only shock. During the chaotic scene, Yari tried to flee the cops, only to get hit by a car in the process. It was a stunning turn of events, and for many watching, it felt like the perfect example of instant karma. The whole world had witnessed Yari's downfall, from his internet bravado to his humiliating arrest. For a moment, it seemed like the universe had finally caught up with him. But just when you thought it was over, more drama was just around the corner. As the dust began to settle, public opinion was torn in two. On one hand, many sympathized with Skai Jackson, who had been thrust into a whirlwind of drama she never signed up for. Her pregnancy, which should have been a joyous occasion, had quickly become overshadowed by her baby daddy's erratic behavior. Friends like Skai's best friend, Sydney Angela, came to her defense, making it clear that Skai was no longer involved with Yari and didn't need to be dragged into this mess. Sydney's posts urged the public to give Skai space and respect her privacy during a challenging time, but the damage was already done. Fans began to question Skai's judgment, with some pointing out that she should have known better than to get involved with someone as controversial as Yari. Meanwhile, Skai and her mother's attempt to cover for Yari, claiming his Facebook had been hacked, only fueled the fire, making it seem like Skai was trying to protect him even though his actions spoke volumes. The internet quickly turned on her, calling out the blatant lies, with many accusing her of enabling Yari's bad behavior. With her reputation on the line and the world watching, it was unclear whether Skai could recover from the mess Yari had dragged her into, or if this would be the scandal that defined her for years to come. Just when it seemed like the drama was dying down, the story took one final jaw-dropping turn. Yari's former lover wasn't finished yet. He made it clear he wasn't going to let the truth be swept under the rug. In a final plea for attention, the man threatened to expose everything, claiming he had videos, photos, and intimate details that would completely unravel Yari's carefully constructed facade. He even teased that he would drop receipts proving the secret relationship, pushing the narrative that Yari was living a double life, hiding his true sexuality while publicly dragging Skai through the mud. As if that wasn't enough, the lover made it clear he wasn't backing down, calling out Yari for his hypocrisy and demanding that he finally come out and tell the truth about what was really going on behind closed doors. Meanwhile, fans and followers weighed in, divided over what to believe. Some thought the lover was just seeking attention, while others felt his claims might be the final piece of the puzzle. Could Yari truly be living a lie, or was this all an elaborate scheme to save face? As the tension built, people couldn't help but wonder, what would happen next? Would Yari finally be forced to confront his actions, or would this twisted saga end with more unanswered questions? One thing was clear, this was far from over. What do you think about this? Feel free to tell me in the comments section.